Welcome to the 28th edition of the Crumbl Cookies Weekly Review. Another fabulous Crumbl Monday. Here we are. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. Certainly looking forward to some cookies. You know, it's funny, I still get all kinds of people doubting the fact that I actually eat all the cookies when I do the reviews. They're convinced that I'm cutting frames and, I don't know, spitting the cookie out. All through the process of me eating it or doing it over the course of an entire day or whatever nonsense. I mean, I guess if they can't do it, they assume no one can do it. But that is not the case. Those that have watched any of my videos know the eating these amount of cookies is not a big deal for me. I love it. I love it every single week. I'm going to continue to do this for quite some time. I just find it kind of humorous that people think I'm all up to these tricks and shenanigans of editing to actually make it look like I'm actually eating all the cookies. I actually do eat them all. Speaking of which, let's jump into this week's cookies. Now, crazy enough, I have actually had 4 of these 5 cookies before. The only one new to me is the vanilla crumb cake. So, we'll start there. We have the Buckeye Brownie, we have Kentucky Butter Cake, Lemon Bar, and Pink Donut. So, interesting week. You know, I have to say I'm not overly excited about this week. There are some decent cookies. I am excited to try this vanilla crumb cake. And the rest, we'll see how it goes. I remember them from the past, and we'll see if they're any better or worse than I remember them. So let us start with the vanilla crumb cake. Okay. Got a big old hefty amount of this vanilla cream cheese frosting. We have a cookie. Doesn't really say what kind of cookie it is, but it's got white chocolate chips and golden Oreos baked in and on top, although there's not a whole lot on top. But, all right, let's see how this is. I mean, you really taste that vanilla cream cheese frosting. I mean, I love it. I always have, always will. But it's probably a little too strong for the cookie. When you start eating a lot of these cookies that have a lot of that vanilla cream cheese frosting and the amount of frosting they put on there, a lot of them kind of taste similar because of the frosting. Can't say I really taste the white chocolate chips. I'm not sure what kind of cookie it is. I do kind of get a graham flavor in there, brown sugar-ish. All right, we'll see how it keeps going here. All right, so it's a regular sized cookie. You can see it's got definitely a decent amount of the vanilla cream cheese frosting in there, which is very delicious. But still, again, as I said, these cookies probably should do with a little bit less frosting so you can kind of taste the rest of really what the cookie is supposed to be. I'd like to get more of a golden Oreo flavor because I love those things, and I really just don't taste a whole lot of that in this cookie. It's just really kind of dominated by the vanilla cream cheese frosting. Very tasty. Last bite. All right, next, moving on to cookie number 2, we have the Buckeye Brownie. You see that semi-sweet chocolate on there is almost like a mirror. Very glossy. Thick amount of peanut butter on there, and a chocolate brownie cookie. Now, for those that have watched any of my videos, you know I'm not a huge fan of the chocolate brownie-ish cookies, which most of them are that way. I love peanut butter, but I don't like peanut butter with chocolate that much because chocolate is very overpowering for the most part. So I don't know. Let's give it a whirl. Definitely taste the peanut butter more than I remember. This cookie is not as warm as it was. I mean, it's been setting just a little bit, but I definitely taste the strong brownie flavor on there. The semi-sweet, still I feel like it's lacking a little bit of sweetness on here. Although, I have to say it almost seems as though the peanut butter is a little bit sweeter than I remember, which is good because I think that's what this cookie kind of needs. All right, we'll keep it going here. Oh boy, this cookie's falling apart. All right. It is pretty soft, obviously, with it falling apart the way it is. You got the good amount of peanut butter and glossy milk or semi-sweet chocolate on the top. Super sticky cookie. Oh my gosh, what a mouthful. Last bite. All right, moving on to cookie number 3, we have Kentucky butter cake. Pretty plain looking cookie for the most part. Just a buttery cookie with buttery glaze and some powdered sugar on top. I don't remember being too impressed with this before. So, okay, let's see if it's any different. It is buttery, simple, delicious. It's a very likable cookie. You know, I do like these cookies more and more these days because sometimes a lot of this extra frosting can be really, really sweet. And just having a good, simple cookie that just doesn't crush you with sugar is a nice mix-up. And this cookie certainly delivers that. Great buttery flavor too. It's just a great, solid cookie. Nothing a whole lot to look at there. I mean, standard size cookie, nothing impressive about it. It's simple and done well. Got a good kind of down-to-earth flavor, you know? I like it. Very good. Last bite. All right, let's move on to number 4. Ooh, it's very soft. We have lemon bar. Ooh, I gotta be careful here. This cookie is going to want to just completely fall apart on me. Very soft, chilled, lemony cookie with the lemon kind of curd on top, and I think a little bit of powdered sugar. So, all right. Here we go. Definitely a strong flavor of lemon. Hit you. The lemon curd, you know, I mean, if you've had lemon curd or anything with, you know, lemon like that on there, you know what it tastes like. It's strong, yet it is refreshing. The lemon cookie, very soft. I mean, it's hard to tell that it's a lemon cookie, just the curd takes over this entire thing. I do like the texture of it. Like I said, it is soft. Very strong lemon though. Not a huge cookie. Cookie itself is pretty thin, and that lemon curd on the top really not that big, but it certainly doesn't need to be. Very strong. And I've really never preferred these type of lemon cookies. I like the lemon to be a little bit more delicate, not so much of that strong, zesty flavor, so concentrated. Just a little too strong lemon-wise for me. Last bite. Lastly, cookie number 5, we have the pink donut. And there it is. Yep, I'm looking right through the hole in this donut, which perturbs me because, I mean, that's just more cookie I could have had. Vanilla cookie, pink glaze, strawberry, and some sprinkles. So, all right. I mean, you bite into that cookie and you taste that pink glaze right away. And I gotta say, as far as like a pink glazed donut, the flavor of that glaze, they absolutely nailed it. I mean, it tastes exactly like it. The density of the cookie makes it, the proportion compared to like a donut, a little bit different, of course. I'm of the mind that could use a little bit more glaze. But all in all, that flavor profile is pretty spot on. Very good cookie. Not a huge cookie, average size or so. I mean, again, like I said, I'd like to see a little bit more of that pink glaze on there. I mean, I can take these in 4 bites. I can't do 1 bite like Homer Simpson does, but I do my best. And the last bite. And boom! Another week, another Monday, another 5 cookies devoured. People are always asking me also, how do you not get diabetes eating all that sugar and cookies? Well, let me break it down for you. I don't eat like this every day. Okay, if I did, I would have diabetes. As a matter of fact, a couple years ago, weighing 350 something pounds, I was pre-diabetic and had all kinds of health issues. I don't eat like this all the time. I do this once a week. When you eat healthy 6 days a week, exercise, do cardio, lift weights, take care of business, eat the way you should, live a very, very healthy lifestyle, then you can eat like this every once in a while. It's not what you do in one day that's going to define you. It's what you do 6 days a week, day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out. You know, put in the work, and then you can eat like this. And you don't get sick at all. Anyway, that's how I can do it, all right? Time to let these cookies properly digest up into my mind, and I am going to come back and give them individual ratings and a weekly score. Be right back. All right, I'm back and ready to rate some cookies. We are going to start with the vanilla crumb cake. Now, I was really expecting a little bit more from this cookie, and it really just turned out to be another cookie with vanilla cream cheese frosting on it. I really hate to say it that way, but that's just really what it was. And this is coming from someone who loves cream cheese frosting. The frosting itself took away really any depth or complexity that maybe the cookie possessed, although I don't think it really did much. I didn't really taste white chocolate chips in there. The golden Oreos, which I think are fantastic, super delicious. I really didn't taste that either. Didn't taste it in the crumbs. I just tasted a regular cookie that had vanilla cream cheese frosting on it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it still was delicious. I think this cookie is going to squeak by with an 8.5. Next, moving on to the Buckeye Brownie. Can I say? Not a fan of the cookie prior, and I'm still not a fan. It just doesn't work for me. I like brownies. I love peanut butter. And I just don't like how the two go together. The peanut butter is just so overpowered by the chocolate brownie. And again, I like chocolate brownies. I just don't like the way Crumbl does it. You know, it's not bad, but I just have a higher standard. When I think Crumbl, I think the top level of perfection in every way, shape, and form. They do make the best cookies on the planet, no question about it. So I hold them at a higher standard. When I taste their brownie, it's just not up to par with the rest of the stuff they do. So, I mean, while I still find the cookie enjoyable, it really is nowhere near most of their other cookies. I'm going to give this one a 7. Next, we have the Kentucky Butter Cake. It is a good, simple cookie. I did find it as underwhelming as I did prior. I know a lot of people really, really love this cookie. I can see that. It does have a good buttery taste, but it does lack a lot of depth, where simple cookies don't necessarily have to lack that. The buttery glaze, I could see it. You get it through, but it is just very, very basic and just not enough wow enough in its simplicity to just get me overly excited. Does taste good, and when you're in the mood for something that's not overly sweet and just something plain and simple, this certainly can do it. Just could be a little bit better to me. I'm gonna give this one an 8. Next, we have the Lemon Bar. I do love lemon. I love lemon cookies. This is not the style of lemon cookies that I prefer. Here, the lemon is all concentrated into a big glob of lemony zestiness. Now, if that's your jam, this is a fantastic cookie because it has a real strong, fresh, eye-opening lemon punch to it. And if that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. For me, I like the lemon to be a little bit more subtle and balanced within it, a little lighter, hints of it here and there, not just so much in your face. Still very delicious, still very refreshing. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5. And lastly, we have the Pink Doughnut. Here's your quintessential Homer Simpson cookie. I do believe the flavor, especially with that pink glaze, it tastes just like the pink glaze on one of those donuts. It really does. The density of the cookie and how strong and how much it weighs calorie-wise, the balance is off to get it more similar to a donut, but I mean, I get it. It's a cookie, not a donut. So is tasty. Could use a little bit more of the pink glaze. But again, it's just nothing that just gets me jumping up and down, you know. It's just a good cookie, I guess. I'm going to give this one an 8. And that's going to give the total weekly score of 39.0 with an average cookie score of 7.8. Now, I have to say, this week was a little bit lackluster. Nothing that makes me look and say, man, I just got to get me some of those cookies for later in the week or freeze some of them. They just didn't, none of them really just had that magic to them. And I mean, I get it. You can't have it every single week, right? They got 200 plus cookies and, you know, sometimes some are going to hit you and some aren't. So this week, not so exciting. I know some of you out there might really, really enjoy some of these. Let me know what you guys think. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found this information useful. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in next week's episode. See ya.